बिल
Assalamualaikum. My name is Azahab Swali and I am student and facilitator at Hans Krishnapat campus. So this is my chat GPT. So my topic is concrete tracking the evolution of answers. So chat GPT, my first question is, what does evolution of answers mean? Please answer.
conscious tracing the evolution of answers means actively and thoughtfully examining how responses or solutions have developed over time. It involves looking at the history and progression of ideas, beliefs, or solutions to understand how they have changed and why. Does that help clarify?
No. So my next question is, why is it important to trace answer over time?
Tracing answers over time is important because it helps us understand how ideas and solutions have evolved. It shows us what worked in the past, what didn't, and why. This understanding can guide us in making better decisions. You're welcome. If you have more questions, feel free to ask.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, how do answers change with new discoveries? Please answer.
Answers change with new discoveries because they provide fresh information and insights. When we learn something new, it can challenge existing beliefs or correct previous misconceptions. This helps us refine our understanding and develop more accurate and effective solutions.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, can old answers still be correct? Please answer.
Yes, older answers can still be correct, especially if they were based on valid information at the time. However, as we gain new knowledge, some answers may need to be updated or refined to reflect the latest understanding. I'm glad you found it helpful. If you have more questions, just let me know. Sure, I'm here whenever you're ready.
Okay,
All
ChatGPT,
right, take care.
my next question is, what makes an answer true or false? Please answer.
An answer is true if it accurate. An answer is true if it accurately reflects reality. An answer is true if it is based on accurate information or facts. It is false if it contradicts. An answer is true if it aligns with.
Okay,
An answer is
ChatGPT,
true
great
if it
answer.
aligns.
My next question is, how do we answer questions what we are already to know? Please answer.
We understand what we already know by reflecting on our past experiences, education, and knowledge. We also learn from new information and experiences that help us expand our understanding. By questioning and exploring, we can better grasp what we already know and identify areas for further learning.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, what is cookies tracking? Please answer.
Cognitive tracking refers to the mental process of monitoring and understanding information, thoughts, or tasks. It involves keeping track of what we know, how we learn, and cognitive tracking
Okay.
involves keeping track of information and thoughts to understand and apply them effectively. It helps us learn and make decisions.
Okay, ChatGPT, great answer. So my next question is, we be conscious while tracking answer? Please answer in long, 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 long. ChatGPT, please answer the question. ChatGPT, please answer the question. My question is, we be conscious while tracking answers?
view?
ChatGPT, my question is, why should we be conscious while tracking answers? Please answer in long, 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 long.
Being conscious while tracing answers is really important because it helps us understand the journey of information. When we carefully think about how answers evolve,
Okay,
बिल्कुल, जब
ChatGPT.
हम जवाब
Uh,
बिल्कुल, जब हम जवाबों को ट्रेस करते हैं, तो हम उनका असल माबाद समझ सकते हैं। ये हमें ये समझने में मदद करता है कि मालूमात किस तरह से डेवलप हुई है और क्या वो सही है। इस तरह से हम बेहतर फैसले ले सकते हैं और मालूमात पर भरोसा कर सकते हैं।
ChatGPT, great answer. So my next question is, what is the difference between facts and opinions? Please answer in 30 points.
Sure. Here's a simple explanation. 1. Facts are statements that can be proven true or false. 2. Opinions are personal beliefs or feelings that cannot be true or false. 3. Facts are based on evidence and can be verified by research or observation. 4. Facts are objective and can be proven true or false. 2. Opinions are subjective and reflect personal feelings or beliefs. 3. Facts can be verified through evidence or research. 4. Opinions cannot be proven true or false and vary from person to person.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is, how do beliefs affect our answers?
Believing in facts or answers involves evidence. Check if there is reliable evidence supporting the fact. 2. Sources. Ensure the information comes from trustworthy and credible sources. 3. Consistency. Confirm that the fact is consistent across multiple reliable sources. 4.
Please, ChatGPT, answer the question. ChatGPT, my question is, how did ancient people answer big questions? Please answer in 40 and 50 points.
Ancient people answered big questions through stories, myths, and observations of nature. They relied on oral traditions to pass down knowledge, used rituals and ceremonies to seek answers, and observed the world around them to understand life and the universe. They also used early forms of science and philosophy to explore these questions.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, what were common beliefs in the past? Please answer in 2010 points.
In the past, many cultures believed in gods and spirits. They thought natural events were guided by these forces. They also believed in fate and used rituals to seek protection and answers. These beliefs shaped their daily lives and decisions. You're
Okay,
welcome. If you have more questions
ChatGPT, next question
anytime.
is, how did the science change our answers? Please answer in 20 30 points.
Scientists answer questions by observing the natural world, forming hypotheses, and conducting experiments. They use evidence and data to draw conclusions and refine theories. Collaboration and peer review help validate findings. This process leads to advancements in knowledge and technology.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, what role did religion play in early answers? Please, long answer.
Religion played a significant Religion played a significant role in how early civilizations answered big Religion played a significant role in how early civilizations answered big questions. Many cultures
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is who are famous answer seekers in history? Please answer in 20-30 points.
Four famous scientists in history are 1. Isaac Newton, known for his laws of motion and gravity.
Okay,
Four
ChatGPT,
famous
very
scientists.
nice answer.
Sure, here are four famous scientists. 1. Isaac Newton, known for his laws of motion and universal gravitation. 2. Albert Einstein, developed the theory of relativity. 3. Marie Curie, pioneering research on radioactivity. 4. Charles Darwin, known for his theory of evolution by natural selection.
Okay, ChatGPT,
You're welcome. Do you have
my next question is how did printing books change how we share answers? Please answer.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is how did printing books change how we share answers?
Parenting books have changed the way we share answers by offering new perspectives on child development, communication, and emotional intelligence. These books often emphasize the importance of positive reinforcement, active listening, creating open spaces for children to ask questions. This approach helps parents guide their children in a more thoughtful and empathetic way, influencing how answers are shared within families and communities.
Okay, ChatGPT, nice answer. So my next question is what did people believe about the earth long ago? Please answer.
Long ago, many people believed the Earth was flat and that it was the center of the universe. Some cultures was supported by giant animals like turtles or elephants, while others believed the Earth was a disk floating on water. These ideas were based on limited observations and the influence of myths and religion. As time passed, scientists like Copernicus and Galileo helped prove that the Earth is round and revolves around the sun.
ChatGPT, my next question is how did answer about health evolve? Please answer in long.
The way we understand health has evolved dramatically over the centuries, influenced by culture, religion, science, and discoveries in medicine. In ancient times, people believed health was a balance of the body's humors, blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, a concept rooted in Greek medicine, especially in the teachings of Hippocrates. They thought that an imbalance in these humors led to illness. Treatment often involved natural remedies, herbal medicine, and rituals, with healing being linked to spiritual or supernatural forces. As civilizations advanced, especially during the Middle Ages, religious institutions played a big role in health, focusing on prayer and healing through divine intervention. Medical knowledge was limited, and illness was often seen as punishment for sin or a test of faith. The major shift in understanding health came with the scientific revolution in the 16th and 17th centuries. Key figures like Andreas Vesalius, who studied human anatomy, and William Harvey, who discovered how blood circulates, laid the foundation for modern medicine. This period marked the start of a more evidence based approach to health, where doctors began to observe and experiment rather than relying on spiritual explanations. In the 19th century, the discovery of germs by scientists like Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch revolutionized our understanding of health. People began to understand that diseases were caused by microorganisms, not just imbalances in humors or punishment from above. This led to the development of vaccines and antibiotics, drastically reducing the infectious diseases and saving millions of lives. By the 20th century, health was understood as not only the absence of disease, but also a state of physical, mental, and social well being, thanks to the work of the World Health Organization. Public health initiatives, sanitation, and better nutrition improved life expectancy and quality of life globally. In recent decades, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of mental health and the role of lifestyle factors like diet, exercise, and stress management in overall health. Today, with advances in genetics, biotechnology, and personalized medicine, we are further evolving our understanding of health. The focus is not only on treating diseases, but also on prevention, wellness, and holistic care. As research continues, new insights into the role of the environment, social determinants, and the mind body connection shape how we think about and approach health.
Okay, ChatGPT, great answer. So my next question is, what's your early answer to where do we come from? Please answer in 40-50 points.
That's an interesting question. If I were to summarize how AI might answer the question, where do we come from? In 40 to 50 points, it would look like
Guys,
this.
network issue. So ChatGPT, no
One,
problem. So my next question is,
scientific
how did war and
perspective.
peace space knowledge? Please answer.
Formed around 4.5 billion.
Okay, ChatGPT. My next question is, what is critical thinking? Please answer.
Creative thinking is the ability to think in new, original, and imaginative ways. It involves looking at problems or situations from different angles and coming up with unique solutions or ideas. Creative thinkers often break away from conventional thought patterns to explore possibilities that others might not consider. It looks like you might have typed something in a different language, or it could be a typo. Could you clarify what you meant by Geldi?
ChatGPT, great answer. So my next question is, why should we question every answer?
Haha, that sounds like the end of a YouTube video.
Guys, network issues, so no problem, ChatGPT. My next question is, how do emotions affect our answers? Please answer in long. ChatGPT, my next question is, can two different answers both be right? Please answer.
Yes, some questions can indeed have multiple correct answers, especially when the topic is subjective or open to interpretation. For example, a question like, "What is your favorite color?" could have different answers depending on the person. Similarly, in more complex topics like philosophy, science, or history, there could be multiple perspectives or approaches that are all valid. Would you like to explore a specific topic or question with multiple answers? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, ChatGPT, no problem. My next question is, how can we check if an answer is based? Please answer.
To check if an answer is the best, you can look at a few things. 1. Relevance. Does the answer directly address the question? The best answers stay on topic. 2. Accuracy. Is the information correct and reliable? It's important to verify facts, especially in technical or factual questions. 3. Clarity. Is the answer easy to understand? A good answer explains things in a simple, clear way. 4. Depth. Does the answer provide enough detail, or does it leave out important information? The best answers usually balance depth with clarity. 5. Consideration of different perspectives. In cases where there are multiple valid answers, does the response acknowledge different viewpoints? The best answer will usually meet most, if not all, of these criteria. Does that make sense?
Okay, ChatGPT, great answer. So my next question is, what does it mean to have on an open mind?
Having an open mind means being willing to consider new ideas, perspectives, or experiences without quickly judging or dismissing them. It involves being receptive to learning, even if the information challenges your current beliefs or opinions. People with open minds are curious, flexible, and able to adapt when presented with new evidence or viewpoints. Does this definition make sense to you?
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question is, what happens when we blending flow answers? Mama, please answer the question, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, my question is, what happens when we blindly flow answers? Please answer the question.
When we blink, 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 our eyes are simply doing their job of staying healthy. Blinking helps keep the eyes moist and clear by spreading tears across the surface of the eye. It also helps remove any small particles or irritants. If you're asking what happens if there's no answer to a question, maybe it's like when we blink and don't get a response. Sometimes we just need to pause, wait, and let things settle. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
No problem, ChatGPT. My next question is, how do we learn from wrong answers?
आपका सवाल थोड़ा मुश्किल है समझने में। क्या आप इसे थोड़ा और साफ कर सकते हैं? या फिर सवाल का मतलब मुझे समझाने की कोशिश करें, ताकि मैं आपकी मदद कर सकूं।
Okay, ChatGPT, no problem. My question is, how do we learn from wrong answers? हम wrong answers को कैसे?
Learning from raw answers means taking information that might not be fully polished or complete and using it to grow your understanding. Here's how we can learn from raw answers. 1. Critical thinking. When we get an answer, we analyze it. Ask questions like, does this make sense? Or what more do I need to understand? This helps us dig deeper. 2. Seeking clarification. If the answer is unclear or rough, we look for additional sources or ask follow up questions to clarify the details. And 3. Connecting the dots. Even a raw answer might have pieces of useful information. By connecting it with what we already know, we can build a fuller picture. 4. Reflecting and experimenting. After receiving raw answers, we can test them in real life situations or reflect on them to see if they hold up. Learning from raw answers is about not just accepting them as they are, but using them as a starting point to dig deeper, ask more questions, and improve our understanding. Does that help explain it?
Okay, ChatGPT, have you an advice from viewers in long?
It sounds like you're asking for feedback or advice from people who have interacted with me so far. If that's the case, I don't have direct access to previous conversations beyond what's shared in our chats. But based on what I've gathered, people often appreciate getting clear, thoughtful answers that are easy to follow and give them room to think further or ask more questions. If you're looking for advice or insights on a particular topic, feel free to share more, and I can offer tailored thoughts or suggestions. Does that sound good to you?
So guys, this is our chat GPT. I hope you like it. I meet next video, next day, next topic. Thank you and Allah Hafiz. Pakistan, Zindabad. Rehan School, Zindabad.